I do it this time?
Nah.
It's not cool?
No.
Okay, that's not cool. Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to the MOTUfigures.com video spotlight.
You gotta say it loud and clear, but not too loud.
Welcome to another MOTUfigures.com video spotlight.
Alright. So we're back. We took off a little bit of time for like Thanksgiving and stuff and recharged our batteries. It's only been like a week and a half maybe since we did the last video.
Maybe maybe
2 weeks. Maybe a month. Maybe a year. I don't know.
You know, a year?
Well, it wasn't a year. Okay. But we took off some time for Thanksgiving and things, and now we're back. We're going to do 2 videos tonight. We're going to do the Snout Spout review thing.
Special.
And then we're going to do one of our Ultimate Battleground battles. Yeah. We got Snout Spout and Swiftwind in the mail because the subscription stuff came. Took forever this time.
I know.
They charged me on the 10th.
Hey, at least it's not Mammoth Faces all over again.
That's true. That's true. That was bad. But still, this took from I think this might be the longest wait actually, because it took. They charged me on the 10th and didn't ship until the 18th, which is ridiculous. And I'm still waiting for the regular order stuff.
King got his.
King got his. Yeah, he used his money for a Snout Spout.
That's not a subscription.
No, I have 2 subscriptions this year, so he just bought my extra Snout Spout.
Oh.
Yeah, so he got his Snout Spout, and then the stuff comes tomorrow, the Bubble Power She-Ras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that finally shows up tomorrow. So we're doing Snout Spout tonight. We figured we'd wait on Swiftwind until tomorrow, till Bubble Power She-Ra gets here, because that's the only She-Ra that can fit on Swiftwind. There's really no reason to do a Swiftwind review.
I thought we could just do that review combined.
No, we just don't want to do it 2 separate.
Right.
Because we're going to have a lot of things to talk about on Swiftwind. And then a few things to talk about Bubble Power She-Ra. But anyway, that's not the point of today. Today we're doing Snout Spout.
Another She-Ra character / He-Man.
Kind of, yeah, because he only appeared on She-Ra. And so you can kind of consider him, he's Etherian. So that's another point that he is more of a She-Ra character, sort of, maybe. Even though he was released in the He-Man line, the Vintage Master Universe line, he still was on the She-Ra cartoon.
So it's the Horde?
Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of consider this like basically a Princess of Power month, because we've got She-Ra's, Bubble Power She-Ra, Swiftwind, and Snout Spout all in 1 month.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Snout Spout. I loved Snout Spout as a kid. I thought he was awesome.
He's amazing.
I don't know, everybody dogs him. They're like, oh, giant elephant head guy. I think he's awesome. And we're going to get into why when we get to the bio.
Well, that's the point. Hordak, shop thing.
We'll get into that with the bio.
Okay.
I'm just saying design elements. I think he's awesome. And what's the problem of having a giant elephant head guy? We've got like a Birdman, and we've got like
have you ever seen
Space Cowboy.
Have you ever had that guy called what's his name? Oh yeah, Orko.
Yeah, like he's not weird.
Yeah.
So okay, so we've got giant elephant head guy. A lot of people complain too that he doesn't look more like the 2000X figure. I actually prefer this, especially when you get into the storyline of him and why he has such, like sort of a kind of a goofier look to his face.
They made a 2000X toy of him?
They made a Staction.
Oh.
And I'm not dogging that. If you like that design mode, that's fine. But I prefer this, and I don't see any reason to dog this. Just like I'm not going to dog the 2000X Staction. The goofier look to him kind of fits with the bio and the origin story. So let's talk about him. Well, first of all, we've got the head. He's got a large, posable trunk. It's made of sort of a soft, gushy material, almost like what that Stay Puft is made of, almost. It feels like kind of soft, and it's got a wire inside of it so you can do some posing. But I wouldn't do too much, because you see little wrinkles and stuff in it when you pose, and I'm afraid of it getting cracks and things like that.
He's an elephant. Elephants have wrinkles.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of this material, like having cracks in the paint or something like that. Okay, I get the joke. So have you felt it? Kind of feel it? It's kind of squishy.
Well, yeah, I feel it. Like I was moving his round mouth around.
Oh, you were playing with Keaton's? Oh, okay. He's also got like a little bit of posability to his ears. They kind of move back and forth.
Nose poser.
Nose poser?
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah, his thing. We'll talk about his weapons in a second here. Let's talk about the rest of the figure first. We've got, I think these are new boots, if I'm not mistaken.
They are.
Which is cool, because this is kind of like the swashbuckler boot, the fold-over boot. Well, a lot of times swashbucklers would fold their boots over, and so they'd have this, like, cuff thing along the top. So these boots will be great for characters like, I think Blade's got this kind of boot.
Yeah.
Seahawk would be great for these.
If you don't know who Seahawk is, start watching more She-Ra.
Yeah, because Seahawk's awesome. We really want Seahawk. Seahawk's on our top 5. So he's got that. He's also got, the blue trunk thing going on here, and it's really rubbery. Like, it's like almost stretchy rubbery. So he's got a lot of posability, but I'm a little worried about the longevity of this rubbery material. I hope it's good. but it's really, really rubbery. I think it's maybe more rubbery than Flip Shot, but I don't have Flip Shot in front of me right now.
You don't need to be worried. You don't play with them?
No, I'm worried about maybe it getting crackly and like dried out over time.
Oh.
Maybe it's just a crazy worry, but I worry about those kind of things. He's also got new, the same as his boots are kind of the swashbuckler cuffed over. He's got the same thing going on with his hands. He's got this ribbed hand with the fold over top of his glove being folded over.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of new parts on the body itself. He's also got this backpack.
Jetpack.
No, it's actually was like a water pack, but I guess you could say it's got these two things. You could pretend like it's a jetpack.
That's what man can do.
But it's mostly like his firefighter pack, I think.
Oh.
But you could pretend it's a jetpack, but it's molded to look like the vintage one, where you'd open it up and you put the water in and you press the squirt thing.
And it comes out of his nose? Or
Yeah, it squirts out of his nose. It's two pieces, so it's like got the silver bands, and then this part kind of pulls off.
That's cool.
And it feels different than like any other MOTU thing I've felt so far, in my opinion.
Really?
It's sort of like a brittle plastic, and it's
You're right.
actually kind of screwed together. There's a screw in here that keeps it together. So it just feels different than anything else so far to me.
It is.
It's kind of a weird choice for like materials. I don't know.
It's still.
I think it's awesome looking. It looks great, and it snaps right on. It fits on real good. Then he's got this new accessory, these jaws of life.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like what firefighters and stuff use to cut people out of cars and things.
I feel like they could use that on like a pre-Eternia dude or whatever, like an old weapon or whatever.
Yeah, it does kind of look like an ancient weapon. You know, it's not like a blaster or something like that.
And
It's just
the
kind of
name.
the jaws of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of a cool little add-on, and again, this is all screwed together too. So he's got a lot of screws going on here.
Yeah, you're right.
Then he's got his axe, which is pretty long compared to the old one. It doesn't have that little crazy grip that the old one had to go around his hand, but it does still have like the little tuning fork area that you use to kind of, in the commercials they use to push up his nose so he would squirt at stuff.
Oh, that was in the.
Yeah, in the vintage commercials, you could.
We could do a Snout Spout commercial now.
Don't tell him what commercial's coming up next. So there's his weapons, and there's the figure. I think he's awesome. I love this figure.
Yeah.
I think he's incredibly well done. I don't dig the dogging on Snout Spout. I think that this is another one of those figures that got kind of blasted, but when you get him in hand, even the people that don't like him cannot tell me this figure isn't good. Why would you say this figure isn't good?
I'm a weirdo person. This figure is not good.
That would be a weirdo thing to say.
No, I was acting that.
Oh, you've got some good acting skills.
I know.
Nice work. Okay, so let's talk about the bio, because this may be what maybe can kind of help turn people around as to why he has the goofy elephant thing going on. Snout Spout, real name, Jackson. That's fine. A peasant from Etheria, Jackson was one of 3 athletes abducted by Hordak and cast into his experimentation matrix. There, like the others, Jackson was grafted with cybernetic parts, giving him both amazing powers and a bizarre form. After crossing through a laser gate to Eternia with the evil Horde, Snout Spout escaped and joined with the renegade masters of the universe. Self-conscious about his appearance and called Snout Spout for his abilities to blast water from a cybernetic trunk, Jackson often feels that everyone is always laughing at him. But when the snake men slither out and enemies attack, Snout Spout blasts them back with a super jet spray.
Oh, that explains the jetpack. Type thing that I thought was a jetpack.
Yeah, it's super jet spray. Okay, so here's what's going on with this bio.
Wait, I thought we were expecting somebody.
Oh, he'll pop up later. So here's what's going on with this bio. Don't worry about him. He'll make his entrance eventually.
I was looking at your Eternia playset real quick.
Oh, okay. So here's what's going on with the bio. They've taken elements that were first introduced. I don't know where I put it, but there was I had it sitting somewhere. In the Wonder Bread set of cards back in the day, they explained that Snout Spout was an Etherian peasant, and then he got transformed into Snout Spout by Hordak. And then they expanded on that in this issue 26 of the UK comics.
Oh, I want one of those. I have a few of those.
You have a few UK comics, yeah. So he was this peasant that got abducted by Hordak, and he got turned into Snout Spout through Hordak's experimentations.
You know what I like about those comics? They start colored, some
go
get
back and forth?
uncolored, and then they come colored again.
Exactly. So he gets abducted, and he gets transformed into Snout Spout. The Hordak's going to make this warrior out of him. And then he trains him in how to use all this stuff, and he thinks he's got him hypnotized, but Snout Spout wasn't really hypnotized. And so he escapes through the laser gate and goes to Eternia and joins with them to fight Hordak. And it goes into full detail about how he can use his powers and stuff like that. This is a really good issue of this series. But it kind of explains why he kind of has sort of that goofy look, because Hordak's kind of cursing him, you know, and making him kind of look like a fool because he's taking this peasant and turning him into this warrior. What are you doing over there? What are you scared of? That's the heat, dude. You can get out if you want. Oh, you're still going to be in the video?
Not yet.
You want to pop up and say hey, and then you can go upstairs if you want?
Okay.
You got to come over here. They can't see you.
Hi.
Oh, your Santa hat is all messed up.
Hi.
There you go. Hi, bye. Say Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Christmas,
Happy very what? Did you forget I said Happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Alright, Turkey, take off if you need to.
Okay.
Okay, so, that was Keaton.
Yeah.
But they've also melded in, what seems like they're going to do is, they're going to tie Snout Spout in with Extendar and Dragstore. Because that was the Extendar Dragstore thing, too. No, that's fine, because Hordak made them, too.
Yeah, he did?
Yeah, so they're tying all three of them together into the same thing, it seems like. At least that's my, as far as my recollection goes, and as far as my opinion goes, I think that's where they're going. They're going to tie all three of those characters in together. And Dragstore will stick with the Horde, and these two will branch off. The only thing I think was missing is they should have at some point mentioned Hose Nose. Since he was called Hose Nose.
Why?
Because he was called Hose Nose. In that one She-Ra episode, they called him Hose Nose.
I've never seen it.
Oh, well, they called him Hose Nose at first. So it would have been cool to slip that in there somewhere. Other than that, though, cool bio. Love when they tie in UK comics. I think it's the coolest thing. UK comics are amazing. They do such a good job of telling origins and stuff.
I like their Horde Prime UK.
The Horde Prime? Their UK Horde Prime design is
Someone's
great.
coming back.
He might come back, but we're ending this one anyway. Snout Spout's awesome. If you missed out on him, man, you missed out, because they're not doing a lot of reissues going forward.
No.
Oh, yeah, you missed out on him, didn't you?
Second, You're ragged.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. He's a great figure.
Second figure I missed.
Sorry, dude. Alright, so we'll sign off on this one, and then we'll immediately do a battleground battle thing. So we'll see you guys next time.
Good journey?
Good journey. Yeah, that's what it is. Good journey. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.